Hello, hello? Is it recording? Some things happened. We had to leave. Our home is now in the claws of a monster. It all started when I drove to work. I had a long night before me because I had night shift. I'm a police officer. It was a warm summer Monday night when a report came in.
Hello, hi, my name's Brittany. So I was on my way home when I discovered a fruit? I live near the coast and it got washed up on the beach. Well, the reason I'm reporting is because this fruit, it is not normal, I guess.
What a strange start into my night shift, I thought. Probably just another drug incident or something. Okay, ma'am, stay where you are. We will take a look at it. She told us her location, and my partner Max and I drove there. What we discovered was indeed not normal. Whatever this was, I have never seen such a thing. It really was a fruit, but it had arms. I know this sounds crazy, but this fruit, it seems to live. You said you found this thing washed up on the beach?
Yes, I'll always take a look at the beach when I walk home, and then I saw this weird shadow. I often get distracted easily, and when I find things like that, I have to investigate.
I understand. Do you mind if we take the fruit with us?
No, of course not. It may be just another one of those weird mutations since the nuclear incident 5 years ago.
Let's do not talk about that, miss. I am a police officer.
Sorry, forgot about that.
All right then, miss. We appreciate your efforts and wish a good and calm night.
Thank you, have a nice shift.
As we drove to our department, Max asked me what to do with such a special case. Max is 23 years old and is quite the new guy at our station, but a good guy. That's why I chose him as my partner, especially at night shifts. We will take it to the laboratory. From there, they will find out what the hell this thing is and if it's dangerous. As soon as we got there, I parked the car. Max and I got out and took the fruit which we were hiding in a box with us. As soon as we entered the department, I got another call. A young man had a car accident. Nothing special, but I had to go. Max, do you know where the lavatory is? Could you bring it there? I got a report of a man who had a car accident.
Yes, of course. Watch out there, Chief.
Thank you. A good soul, I thought.
Chief, you have to come right now. Something happened to me.
I rushed into the department, sprinting across the floor right into the lavatory. Oh Lord, what the hell happened? I whispered as I looked onto that thing that was in front of me. Where is Max? I asked. My assistant started turning white. Did I understood that right? That was Max. But how? Was it because of that fruit? What on earth happened?
We do not really know. The cameras caught Max walking to the laboratory, but a floor before it he suddenly stopped. Then black tentacles exploded from the box entering his mouth. We found him laying on the floor with scratches over his face, and a little leaf coming out of his teeth. He did not speak, barely breathed, and he won't move. We sat him on a chair when suddenly the plant started to grow. It developed into a tree. Since then we tied him up. We did not know what the best solution was. After we saw what the cameras had captured, we set the rule that everyone who gets near to him has to wear a mask for their and our safety.
That is so horrible, Max. I couldn't believe it. The guy I had been working with, who I taught everything, had turned into this monster.
Excuse me, Chief.
Yes.
Hello, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm the new leader of the police station down the coast. We need you to tell us everything you know about Max and what happened.
Yes, of course. We sat down and I told them everything.
And the fruit washed up, she said?
Yes, her name was Brittany, if I remember it correctly. Is it weird?
Well, it's more catastrophic. Do you know how cocoa nuts reproduce?
Wait, do you want to tell me there are more of them?
If that what Brittany told you is true, then there must be somewhere a tree who spreads these fruits. We need to know how old this fruit is, and we need to get the wind data over the past weeks. Based on these datas, we can create a radius in which we could look for and from where this fruit could come from.
Doctors took tests of Max, or at least if this still was Max, and the weather. Team searched up the last wind data. The fruit was not that old and the wind was not that strong in the past 3 weeks, so it must be an island nearby.
Give me a map of the coast. We need to start an operation now.
1 hour later, boats drove out. It is good to know that the coast station always has our back when it comes to things like these.
Chief?
Yeah,
Take a look at that.
I took the binoculars. In the night, it was hard to see, but due to night vision, we were able to detect something. I have never seen such a thing before. To be honest, it took me some seconds till I was ready to accept what I saw. I could not believe my eyes. On the nearest island from the coast stood one of these trees, way bigger than the one coming out of Max, but this tree did not come out of a human. This tree came out of a dinosaur. I was not able to swallow correctly. I've never been that shocked in my life. This thing, was I dreaming? I did a reality check. Nothing. I was awake. What the hell just happened since this night began? Oh Lord, I mumbled. I want scans now. Send drones, they should take pictures of the island. What I saw almost made me vomit. Those tentacles were everywhere. There were animals who suffered from the same thing as Max.
Chief, the scan is ready. Take a look.
Hello, Chief. I'm a marine biologist, and I am part of the coast station. My task was to check whether people had polluted the water and the life within it. Most of the time it was due to oil, but this is something different. It looks like there are roots coming out from whatever this thing is. The roots are connecting to every infected animal. It's almost like this giant monster is the center, and the roots are some kind of nervous system. As soon as these fruits enter a body, they transform it into a tree, and from that tree, new fruits grow. There is another problem, Chief. Scans show that those trees after 2 weeks of growing start to develop pollen. Those pollens seem to have the same effect as those fruits will. Much more effective. Every living creature, every insect, all humans will get infected. We have to warn the population now.
Chief,
I turned around.
our local firefighters reported something. Look at this.
What did my eyes saw? A creature towering over houses. It was Max, hundreds of meters tall, standing in a burning city he once protected.